Hey, Jonathan. I guess just what's your feel on how prepared the defense is? I guess through 3 days of Georgia prep. You guys started Friday, Monday today. How's preparations going defensively?
Preparation is going pretty well. We just keep game planning, trying to find calls that we're going to put in for this week. So I feel like it's going pretty good.
Hey, Jonathan. How has Coach Odom and Coach Pittman's like preparation and organization and communication been with all of you guys? And like, when you look at preparing for a game like this, how confident and comfortable do you feel that everyone's at least on the same page?
So that's a good question. It's been really good so far. I mean, like for the preparation and all that stuff they've been giving us to make us feel more confident. So, they said preparation, like the better preparation, the more confident you is. So they're making us feel very confident about the preparation we're getting.
Yeah, Jonathan. Hey, it's Bob Hope. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good deal. Well, hey, Coach Pittman recruited those Georgia offensive linemen and coached them up pretty good, I'm sure. What do you feel about going against these guys that your head coach recruited, and has he been able to give you any tips about facing them?
No, none of that. But to be honest, I'm kind of excited. It's a great challenge for all the D line and the defense to go against these guys. I mean, like they've been pretty good up front, and it's really a great opportunity and challenge. It's going to be a challenge for us. So.
And I had a follow-up I might ask you now. Coach Pittman really made it clear he really wanted this job. He's been an Arkansas guy really going back to when he came over here for camp, I guess when he was a high school kid many years ago. How do you feel about playing for a guy that really loves Arkansas? It's not just a job. It really means something extra to him. And how do you feel about, going into the first game with him as your coach?
Having somebody that loves the Razorbacks like him do it makes everyone a blue collar worker. Like everyone loves coming to work for him because we all know the passion that he have and we have for this team. So that's pretty good. And can you repeat the last question you said again?
Well, and just now you guys are going into your first game with him as your head coach. Kind of what's the feeling about that?
It's actually a great feeling getting to know, like, because we got that head coach, like someone that loves Razorback, so we know he's going to give it all, and we're going to give it all we got for him.
Okay, I got some more, but I'll turn it over.
Hey, J. Marsh, I was curious, just kind of thinking about going into the game. Do you guys maybe set some goals for yourself as a unit? We want to hold this guy to X amount of yards rushing, or we want to get this many TFLs, or is it more of just a game plan specific mindset for executing?
It's more of a game plan specific mindset because when you set goals and like if you don't hit them goals, it sometimes bring the group down. So it's just a game plan specific game mindset.
Hey, Jonathan. I was asking Grant this a little bit earlier. Talked to him about it. You've been here for a little while, and it doesn't seem like we know just a ton about you. I was wondering if you could just kind of maybe tell us maybe a little bit about your upbringing, coming from Shepherd and your high school career.
Oh man, coming from Shepherd, it was crazy coming from Shepherd. Coming to like a place like this, population of Shepherd is only like 2,000 people. And then coming here, been around a lot of people, it's kind of makes you kind of nervous at first, but and can you repeat that one more time?
Yeah, just kind of give us a little bit of insight maybe on your upbringing and, just kind of because I understand you were a pretty good basketball player in high school too, on top of, pretty good on the football field.
Yeah. There they used me at everything basically, and my home bringing, it was pretty good. I mean, but like in sports wise in Shepherd, they used me to play everything.
Yeah, Jonathan, this is Bob again. What else did you play?
I played baseball for a little bit. I threw shot put, basketball, and then of course football. So,
Man, there must not be any room. Must not be any room left on your letter jacket. Can you
Yeah,
dunk? Or when you were playing high school ball, could you dunk?
oh yes, sir. I dunked my first time in the 8th grade, so it
Oh,
was my first time dunking. Right. Then as I got older, I got a little heavier. Then I started getting more explosive, so it was getting easier. To be honest, the heavier I got, it was kind of awkward. I was surprised.
have you dunked lately, just for fun?
Yes, sir. Used to play at the Hyper when it was open, but I haven't really been since all this quarantine stuff.
I just got one more. You guys are big at 24-point underdogs. I know that's just a line in a paper, but you play the game on the field and all that. But what do you feel about being such big underdogs?
I honestly don't even keep up with stuff like that. I just focus on us, and that's the majority of what I do. Like I don't associate with no stuff like that. To be honest, I hardly get on social media to
That's
see
probably a
stuff.
good idea. Thanks.
Jonathan, what did it mean to you to be named a captain for this team, and how do you lead your teammates, and just like how do you encourage them?
Actually, it was an honor, and like words of Grant told you, I really don't speak much. So them coming in, seeing my work ethic, and them to vote me as a captain really was a blessing. I feel like because not too many people get named captain, and they don't speak as much. So it was really an honor.
Hey, Jonathan, I was looking at the depth chart that you guys put out on Monday. It looks like Isaiah Nichols, he kind of battling. Maybe he may start on Saturday. I think he's listed as an or with Xavier Kelly. Just when it comes to Isaiah, just what kind of characteristics does he bring to D-line that you consider valuable?
All right, so me and Isaiah are a little different. So I'm the quiet one. He's the one that brings all the energy and enthusiasm to like the team. So it's great when he's there, and both of them. Xavier, he's bringing a little light to the team also, but me and Isaiah played with each other last year, so it's pretty good when he's out there.
Yeah, Jonathan, this is Bob again. Back in June or July, we didn't know if we'd get to this point. You guys getting to play. I know the season got pushed back a few weeks, but just how excited are you to finally, be right here on the cusp of a game? What does that mean to you with all the uncertainty that we went through this spring and summer?
With all the uncertainty we had, it's kind of sad because we want to play, but now that we're getting to play, everybody's like hyped up and ready to go. So it's good now. Like everybody's loving it. Like getting on game week is no better feeling.
Also, follow up. Grant was just on here. He's pretty talkative, but he talked about you guys coming in at the same time. You're on your third coaching staff, so you guys have been through a lot together. Kind of what's that journey been like, and especially doing it with a guy like Grant? Now you guys are both captains.
Through the journey, it was like a roller coaster, like through that whole situation, because we never knew what we was gonna have, like, because it's like my fourth position coach, but it's been pretty good. Grant is like my brother though, like we're close to locker buds, but it's me and Rakeem, but that's my guy.
Okay, thanks.
Hey, Jonathan, just going back to Shepherd for a second, where you grew up, how would you describe it to someone who's never been there?
Country. It's very country. I mean, like I said, I think it was one year everybody like tried to drive lawnmowers to school for a senior prank. It's like that, yeah. It's pretty country.
Hey, Jonathan, I want to ask you real quick if I can get this one in here. You guys on the defensive line have been getting a good amount of praise throughout camp. I did want to ask you a little bit more about the depth. You talked about Isaiah Nichols a little bit. What about some of the other guys behind you, Torian Carter, Marcus Miller, guys like that? How are they looking?
Torian Carter and Marcus Miller both are looking very well, but like when we're sitting there, it's a competition between everybody, to be honest, because every one of us is doing well at this moment. So.
All right, we're going to go ahead and wrap it up. John, appreciate you and appreciate all you guys for coming on.
Thanks.
Thanks, Don.
Thanks for helping me get on.